So it is day 2 in Kyoto. We're gonna go and check out the original Nintendo building. It's actually now a hotel, but it was the original headquarters. So we're gonna go there, and then we're gonna be going to the newest and latest Nintendo headquarters as well, which is obviously massive. So really excited about that. But before we do that, we're gonna go to the castle that we tried to go to yesterday that was closed. Nijo Castle was built in 1603 by the shogun Tokugawa Ieyasu for the protection of Kyoto and as lodging for the shogun. It's clear by looking at the castle just how prestigious and authoritative the shogunate were. The castle played an integral part in Japan's history and is well worth visiting, if not for its beautiful grounds, iconic squeaky floorboards or thousands of culturally significant art pieces, but its pleasant outside urinals. So guys, I just went for a wee in the castle and I can't believe they had working urinals this long ago. This castle is absolutely beautiful. There's obviously not a lot that I can film. There's only certain areas we're allowed to film. One of those being outside, so basically anything inside I wasn't able to capture, but you just have to Google it or visit and it's absolutely stunning. We're now gonna head to the original Nintendo headquarters.
Oh wow!
Going well. Who put this flag here? Before Nintendo was a video games company, it made playing cards called Hanafuda cards. Although this isn't Nintendo's very first building, it's their first official headquarters, and remained in use until 1959. Nowadays it's a hotel which costs nearly $1,000 per night to stay at, but it's absolutely gorgeous inside, and there's a lot of references to Nintendo throughout the building. So cool. Oh. So this right here is the research facility of Nintendo in Kyoto, Japan. Absolutely incredible to see this in person. It's an absolutely huge facility. There is pretty much nothing to do here in the way of tourism other than just look at it. There's no way Nintendo would allow you in a building like this, but it's an enormous complex in the middle of Kyoto, Japan. Absolutely incredible to be able to see something like this. The amount of things that has probably derived and come from this place, amazing. Onwards to Nintendo headquarters. So this building behind me right now is the Nintendo headquarters of Japan. And then if we go around the corner from this building, so here it is, the development headquarters of Nintendo. I'm here. Unfortunately, we can't actually go in. There's nothing that a tourist would be able to do. And if you look across to the other side, that is the official Nintendo headquarters. So it's really amazing how much land they've actually been able to procure and build their massive facilities on. Here's a really awesome Nintendo logo. Honestly, it's so special being here. I can't actually believe it. I've even brought a Game Boy with me so that we can get a cool photo. But yeah, what a fantastic, fantastic place. And it's so clean in true Nintendo style. It's so like majestic and clean. I love it. What a sight. Seeing just how huge these buildings are and the amount of land that Nintendo own was just absolutely mind-blowing. They have private security guards walking around, and it's quite literally a case of one building being opposite to another, which is just phenomenal. These buildings were so majestic and clean, and it was an absolute pleasure to visit them. So we've just checked out all of the Nintendo buildings. Now we're going to do a bit more Kyoto sightseeing. We're going to head to the Golden Temple, which is apparently one of the most iconic buildings in Kyoto. Let's go and check it out. Kinkakuji, also known as the Golden Pavilion, is a Zen temple in northern Kyoto, whose top 2 floors are completely covered in gold leaf. The temple was the retirement villa of the shogun Ashikaga Yoshimitsu, and according to his will, it became a Zen temple after his death in 1408. Like many buildings in Japan, it burnt down numerous times throughout history, but the present structure was built in 1955. This place is so peaceful. Where are we going now, Alex?
We're going to a place called Kiyomizu-dera, which means Kiyomizu's temple. It's on a really famous hill in Kyoto with shopping streets on either side. It's kind of what everybody pictures when they think about Kyoto.
And why are you laughing, Alex? Because that seemed like a good explanation. Kiyomizu-dera is a Buddhist temple located in eastern Kyoto, which was established in 778, although most of the buildings standing today were either reconstructed or restored during the 17th century. The views from up here are astonishing, and the iconic red buildings just feel magical. It was lightly drizzling on the day that I was there, which seems fitting, considering Kiyomizu-dera means pure water temple. Well worth visiting, if nothing else than for the amazing snacks. Ooh. Wow. We are done with Kiyomizu-dera. We are going to finish this vlog off with a little bit more hard off. Well, the building is really cool. This hard off had some really incredible items. Remember, 1,000 yen is about £5.50 or just under $7. They had a great selection of PSPs and Nintendo DS's. They also had a Toys R Us Midnight Blue Game Boy Color. The prices were quite high, which made sense considering this was located in Kyoto City, which is a huge touristy location. I loved this pink Dreamcast VMU and this little calculator brick game device. They had a great selection of games, and over in the junk section there was some really cool retro stereos and camcorders. They also had a few weird accessories which I had never seen before, like this Famicom train controller. So that hard off was a little bit lackluster, still a cool building, and the Midnight Game Boy Color was very cool. We're at another like second-hand sort of junk shop, same kind of thing as hard off. Let's see what they have in here. This place was definitely more focused on manga and anime stuff. They had a great selection of modern gaming items, but upstairs they did actually have a few retro items for sale. £200 for Mario Kart 64. That's cheap as well.
24,000 yen?
Yeah, that is cheap for one of those. Anything of interest in here? Wii U Wii remote though, that's kind of cool. What the heck? That's actually kind of sick.
With controllers?
Yeah.
That's cool.
12,800 yen for a Game Boy. Let's put that back. I would rather not. Let's have a look in here. Tetris! 200 yen. Wait a minute. Wait, these are kind of fancy schmancy. We've got some games here. The Game of Life. We're all playing that one, my friend.
I'm going to turn this off now.
I'll be honest with you. Pretty good if you're into manga and stuff, but maybe not so much if you're into video games, because it's not quite the one. But yeah, we're going to go and check out another hard off now. Good, good, good. Another hard off. Here we go.
I had this model, but of course not this color.
That is gorgeous.
Wow.
Really gorgeous. So apparently all of the retro gaming stuff is in hobby off. Apologies about the fact that I'm on my iPhone. All my camera batteries have run out, so the footage is not going to be quite as good. But there is some very cool stuff in here. This hard off was fantastic. Not only did they have this awesome Rockman or Mega Man Game Boy Advance SP, but they had one of the rarest Nintendo DS consoles ever made, the Pokemon Center Mew Original DS. This was only sold in Japan and was released to commemorate the release of a Pokemon movie. Very, very rare. They wanted $600 for it. There was plenty more affordable consoles, including this red Nintendo 3DS for $20. They had a great selection of controllers for sale and lots of buckets of cheap games. They even had an e-reader accessory for the Game Boy, and I loved this Animal Crossing GameCube memory card. Have you ever seen a pink 3DS dock before? This Dreamcast controller, it's like silver. It's a lot of money. That's going to be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and a massive thank you to Sendico for making this entire series possible. If you want to buy epic items from Japan but might not be able to get there anytime soon, visit Sendico in the link below and use their fantastic service to buy items from Japan, and they will put them all in one box and send it to you for a very reasonable and competitive price. This is how I've gotten my hands on some of my rarest items. I cannot wait to show you what I get up to in the next episode, so subscribe and stay tuned, and I'll see you very soon.